when you think of dynamic duos, a couple of names come to mind, right?
Yeah.
You got Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, that is one.
Batman and pretty much anybody he teams up with.
Probably.
And Naruto and Sasuke.
Of course. Yeah, that's a good one.
And you can't forget about Elijah and Jackson.
No, I don't think that's one.
Elijah and Jackson.
I don't know what's going on, guys. Your boy X here.
And Christopher, the one and only.
And we're the go-to guys, and today we're bringing you the original Season 3, Episode 2, You Hung the Moon. Way better episode than last week. You want to say that off the bat?
Way better.
A nigga like me loves the originals.
And a nigga like me love Vampire Diaries.
Right, but that's besides the point, because this is the originals. But yeah, this is a way better episode than last week. It starts off with Elijah going around the woods screaming Hayley's name at the top of his lungs. With hope in his arms. I don't know why they don't invest in that little baby strap that you can put on your body, so Amazon. He doesn't have to. Yeah,
just order it from Amazon.
So he doesn't have to hold Hayley. But basically he finds a bear trap on the ground with some blood on it. I guess like in these woods it would be a wolf trap. But turns out Jackson broke free of it and he's in human form.
Yeah, and pretty much they're worried about Hayley. This is the one night that they're actually in human form and they're worried about Hayley, and
Hayley's actually with they don't know where Hayley
they don't know where she's at, but they're definitely worried about her.
But we know that she is with Davina, who has her in a little circle, like on some Teen Wolf shit.
That shit only Scott was able to break out of.
Yeah, so she's basically screaming, trying to break out this, but she can't, obviously. And she's like, if you don't let me out of here, I'm gonna kill you. It's the only day I can see my daughter. Which Davina's like, I can help you. Let's make a deal.
Yeah, she's pretty much like, hey, I can trace back to who made this spell that you're stuck in, and pretty much break that shit. She's saying she has the power to do it. She just needs to ask the ancestors for help.
But at a cost.
Which the cost is she wants Hayley to kill the witch from season 1 that tried to kill her.
Hitman Hayley. That's what we got right here.
Yep, Hitman Hayley. In which Hayley's, she agrees to it, and she pretty much threatens her before she leaves. She's like, hey, if I turn back into a wolf within like 2 hours or something, then I'm definitely gonna kill you.
Come back. That's a wolf, I'm guessing, and kill her. I guess. I don't know what the hell she was thinking. And we also get, because I'm confused, because Elijah had Hope in his arms at the beginning of this episode, but I could have swore that Hope was with Freya. And you got Freya in the club. Bottle show me love.
Yeah, she in the first episode, she did a teleportation jutsu. Instant transmission. Apparently, she did a instant transmission
right back into that motherfucking club.
Yep.
Girl, stay in the damn club.
She must have trained with Goku.
And Marcel's in the club, basically tells her something along the lines of she might want to get away from the vampires or something, because I believe he said something like feeding time or something along those lines.
Yeah, they about to feed on them humans in the club, man.
So she takes herself a guy, don't even matter, takes him back to the crib, I guess. God, Freya really, she is trying to get back those years she missed. But we get Elijah and Jackson going to confront Klaus, because they think Klaus has something to do with Hayley's disappearance. And Klaus is his typical way, the anger, the rage, he had nothing to do with it, obviously. And Elijah says the same damn line that we done heard, I think, in damn near every episode of this show, that you really want Hope to see your true self. You're your true self, and then you're gonna be left alone. He said
Since season 1, he's been saying that shit.
God, they
Obviously,
needs to come up
Klaus
with
don't
some
give a
kind of
fuck.
different threat. Yeah, it's obvious. And then Klaus always has that dumbass facial expression when he says it. That
Like, I wish y'all could see our face right now. We're imitating him.
it's crazy. But also we get Cammy, who goes to Klaus to talk about those murders again, the Joker murders. And you know, she figures out that it's probably Lucien doing this, and basically tells Klaus that he has to do something about it, which he says he ain't no cop. He's no cop. But you know, obviously Cammy's like, well, she knows the cops can't do nothing because he's a vampire and he'll just murk their ass real quick. So she wants Klaus to do something about it, and I believe she told him that she wants him to kill him or just stop him, something along those lines. But after that, we get Elijah. We got Elijah and Lucien. Oh, snap! Oh, snap!
By this time, Elijah and Jackson has went to pay Lucien a visit.
You don't see this man yet.
Yeah, you don't see Jackson yet. This dude comes out the shadows or whatever. But yeah,
Elijah's talking to Lucien at his doorstep.
Yeah, they go to him because they find out that he's the one that's contracted the hunters?
Oh yeah,
the hunters, to kill the wolves. And so they go, and Elijah can't really go into Lucien's apartment, you know, because he's not invited in, and Lucien's not gonna invite him in. So,
but it was important right here because it wasn't like he owns the place. It's more so that he put a spell on it to where only his line could come in. So Elijah's line and Rebecca's line of vampires can't enter without him inviting them.
And so Elijah, what he does is he breaks a table and throws the fucking
He
leg.
is good at that. I fucks with Elijah because
at Lucien's fucking neck.
I always wonder why like every time this stuff happens, why don't they just do this Elijah stuff? Elijah's the only person doing this. Like back in the Vampire Diaries when he threw them rocks at that glass, that was some cool shit. This man doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he throws that fucking wood leg at this man, penetrates his fucking neck.
Yeah,
that shit. That was actually pretty cool. And out of nowhere, he starts pulling it out, and out of nowhere, Jackson jumps on this table on some parkour shit and just tackles this man down to the ground and fucking bites him.
Yep, there you go. That's game over right there. Wolf bite.
Bite this dude.
Wolf bite. So now, obviously, Elijah's like, I can watch you die, or you can invite me in, because you're going to need that blood. You're going to need that original blood. And, you know, obviously, we know you actually need Klaus's blood, but I'm guessing Elijah said that because...
Just to get in.
Yeah, just to get in. After that, we got a scene with the police officer that Cammy's been helping with this investigation in the bar. It wasn't really an important scene. They were just going over her past, what happened with her family, and the police officer steals her laptop.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
Yeah, he's
our police.
These days.
Criminals.
Sad. But this is another great scene right here. We get Secret Agent Hayley on a mission. I'm talking Hayley puts a cloaking spell on this girl so no one can see her as long as she has a candle with her blood in it. So as long as the fire is going, she's cloaked. Apparently, because after this it's kind of confusing, but yeah, she's cloaked, and so she's like following the witch that she's supposed to kill. And while this is happening, apparently, I think Davina was making the what is it, crescent moon spell. She was trying to break it while Hayley was doing this, and the ancestors, I guess, started attacking Davina, and she basically starts pleading with them, telling them that, you know, Hayley's Klaus's weakness, because she's the only one that he still fears. And so I'm guessing by her saying that they allowed Davina to continue. I don't understand how Hayley's any threat besides, well, I guess because she's the only one that can take the baby. that's the only threat I could see, because she's definitely not stronger than the man.
No,
because we find that out later.
You find that out later.
But yeah, Hayley, they all start transforming back into wolves, but because of the ancestors agreeing, then they stop. So obviously the spell was working. So Hayley continues the mission and basically bites that witch's throat, snaps her neck. Game over.
Yeah, she walked away thinking that was it.
But all of a sudden we get a gang of witches coming out of nowhere doing some mind crush shit.
Yeah, they do that fucking Charles Xavier shit.
Yeah, so she starts, on the ground and stuff.
Like they usually do. That's like what they usually do.
Yeah.
They go down and usually be out for the count.
But that didn't happen there.
Nope.
But we gonna come back to that. When Elijah gets in Lucien's penthouse suite, whatever you want to call it.
Pretty much.
Basically like, hey, you're gonna need my brother's blood. You're gonna need my brother's blood, so you might as well go ahead and call them people off. Which he apparently says he doesn't need that blood. Which I was like, what you mean you don't need that blood? You over here sweating hard. Sweating like you in a damn sauna. And so Elijah's like, alright, dips out. We find out those witches
those witches
that attacked Hayley all got fucked. All 15 of them.
They got fucked.
And I'm wondering to myself, how the hell did Hayley break free of that 15 witches' mind?
Yeah, they just fucking with her mind. And you killed all 15 of them?
All 15 of them. I'm talking... We find out later in the episode, when she has a flashback of it, that she was fighting the mind thing, apparently, and just ripping limbs off, heads off, everything gone.
The first to do it.
I'm talking head, shoulders, knees and toes gone. I mean, I thought Klaus was brutal, but she's
something else.
She was something else this episode. So Hayley goes and they had Elijah and Jackson go back to Klaus, and they tied Jackson up because he was turning, but obviously she broke that spell, so he had stopped turning, but he was still chained up. And I don't know what was about to happen here. Was Klaus about to kill Jackson?
I don't think so. I think they just had him chained up for the baby safety and for their safety.
Regardless, Hayley comes flying through this mug like the Flash and busts Freya into a wall, knocking her out. And so she starts to free Jackson to win. Dun 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 dun. Klaus comes to the rescue. Comes in there talking about you're gonna steal my child from me, and this is when you get that Hayley and Klaus fight.
Whew.
I'm talking they was going wall to wall Chris Brown shit. Wall to wall. I'm talking she was hopping from walls, ceilings.
She was doing something they've never shown on this show.
Acrobatic shit. But she was punching. I mean, she was like trying to do some damage to the man, but he was dodging that shit like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was over there left, right. He was blocking all type of stuff. It was really one-sided. I thought it was one-sided. Klaus wasn't even really trying. And when they got to the top, she just started punching him.
Getting very emotional.
Yeah, getting very emotional, slapping him, and he wasn't doing it. It was like he was allowing her to hit him at that point.
Yeah.
And obviously, it was because Hope was there.
Yeah, you see,
and Hope was
watching.
Turn
around and you see Hope watching, and Hayley just busts out in tears because she's like, when did Hope start walking? Because Hope was actually just walking and standing on her own 2 feet, and she was just sad. Like, I missed her first step, and she's walking now, and
grabs that baby. Sad moment right there. Also, going back a little bit with Lucien, he opened some kind of treasure chest of shit, and he had like a white shit and some vials.
Yes, I don't know what that. I mean, I don't know if it's What? Well, I guess it wouldn't be Klaus's blood, but maybe at some point in time, Klaus had given him some of his vaccine to the werewolf bite.
See, I don't think.
I don't
so.
know. Or is that something? I don't know.
You know, because I don't even know, to be honest, when Klaus found out his blood cures wolf bites. They've never gone into that. Maybe they've. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
I don't know, but pretty much, you know, he's got these little vials full of this white stuff, and he pretty much he injects one into his wolf bite. And
starts bubbling.
Yeah, it starts bubbling and it heals. But before that, actually, he was actually on the phone with Klaus, and Klaus was telling him, "Hey, come on over. I'll heal you. We'll settle this whole thing with these people dying." And Lucien was basically, he lied. He was like, "You know what? It didn't even penetrate my skin or something like that."
Right? Yeah. Oh yeah. He said the venom didn't.
Yeah,
the
venom didn't go in, so I'm okay. And stuff like that. And he hangs up on him, and yeah, he injects himself with the vial, and it heals him. So
that's curious. We don't know what that white shit is yet.
Yeah, can't wait to find out what that is.
Maybe that's one of the weaknesses he was talking about.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's like the white oak steak, turned into liquid and
maybe.
something, and it's counteracting the originals.
What did they say happened to that tree again?
Well, they said that it was all burnt down, and then the last thing that was left of it was the white oak steak.
You know what? What if I'm gonna wait again? I'm gonna wait to the end to say a prediction again.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold off on that. But going back to Davina, after this whole massacre thing happened, you know, she goes to the location. There's bones, limbs, heads everywhere. They're like burn the ash,
bro. Like it's ash,
looking bad,
looking real bad.
People crying. You got them all around the circle.
If you're imagining how bad it looks, imagine how you would feel when the next scene they've got the bodies wrapped in these they're wrapped mummy like wraps, and,
first of all
and you're like, but in the last scene it was dust and bone,
and she was ripping arms and limbs off, and heads.
So it's
how
like,
do you get them bodies back together?
How you fill all that space in there to look like a body? Get your shit together, CW.
But we got Marcel, who talks to Davina, hoping that she had nothing to do with this. But, you know, in turn, she was just like, you know, you told me to stand up for myself, and I had to do what I had to do. True soldier.
Thug life.
True soldier. But at that funeral, when they had those mummified limbs and heads everywhere, you had that one guy who said he, you know, threatened
the son of the witch that Davina originally just wanted her dead, and he threatened her, and I'll erase you from
I'm gonna find out what happened.
Like, nigga, get your ass on somewhere.
You know you're not gonna do nothing.
You probably gonna be dead in the next episode.
So going back to Hayley and them, they don't want to live with Klaus, so they decide to go ahead and move across the street. Apparently, Elijah said there's a new apartment
a new apartment complex that was built, and
it looked like no damn apartment when they walked in. It looked like a damn house.
Shit. The vampire next door.
Right. So
they move over there. They actually put the name. She says that they want to put the name in. They want to put the apartment in Jackson's name, and that Klaus will never be invited in.
Somebody playing that sad smallest violin.
Oh yeah, because it gets sad. It gets depressing because, you know, she walks in. They're in the apartment. She walks in the apartment with the baby. Jackson's there. They look like a family.
I kind of find it ironic how they picked the perfect spot for him to see right across to their window.
Yeah,
like they just chose that window. chose that place on purpose.
Yeah, they're looking like a big happy family, and then, you know, next thing you know, you see Klaus looking out his window, direct view of them right across.
Real sad.
And it was depressing. Like, you could probably see his heart breaking. That's how sad it was. I mean, he broke a glass with his hand.
Yeah, he was mad as hell. But we go back to that police officer, and Cammy, she finds out her laptop. He stole it, thief of the year, and he was just like, "Hey, I was just trying to find out about your past, whatever." When they get a breaking news flash that somebody knows about the bodies and the blood being drained, and the police officer says, nobody's supposed to know that because that didn't get leaked to the press, I'm guessing. And turns out, I'm assuming Lucien leaked out information about it because his person that he was drinking from was on the computer.
The person he
looks like she was writing
feeding off of is, I believe, the news reporter. She's a news reporter.
Yep, I think that was
so he was giving her information to give to the police and stuff, and to the news, so they know about that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why he did that, but it's beside the point, because he's probably not gonna stop. Then, oh man, the last 2 points of this episode, this was some important stuff here. So somehow Freya says, "Hey, that girl, that fortune teller that Klaus had bid in the first episode, if you drunk some of her blood, you should still have her blood in your system, so she can use her blood to see the vision that she showed Klaus." So, they cut his hand, he drains some blood, she starts doing some abracadabra, alakazam stuff, and, she sees the vision that Klaus saw. And basically, she just says she was right. The vision does show their downfall. And she says in specific, she said, one friend, one foe, and one family member will be the downfall of them all. Which very curious. One friend, one foe, and one family member. The foe could be anybody. It really could be anybody. The friend, that could be from
any of their sires.
That could be from any of their sires to Cammy.
Even Cammy. Yeah, I was about to say even Cammy.
Yeah, and the family member. Man,
I mean, obviously everyone looks at Klaus.
Yeah, I know. I always think it's always going to be Klaus.
They all just look at him.
He's making the family going into a downfall right now.
Yep.
But yeah, that is very specific. And she also saw that big werewolf looking thing again that we don't.
What the hell that is?
When are we gonna see that? I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
But at the end of the episode, we finally get to see Tristan and Aurora, and we saw Aurora in the flashbacks. Also, I think she was that girl in the last episode at the ending, right? That cut that monk to death. Tristan was talked about early in the episode by Elijah, because Tristan is Elijah's sire. And basically looks like Tristan and Aurora, they were dueling.
Yeah, they're training, looks like.
Yeah, in the monk area.
At the monk area. And Tristan's pretty much like, it's time for me to go. I gotta go to New Orleans and take care of some business, and she wants to go too, but I guess it seems like she's there to control herself. Because
he says that she's dangerous to herself and others.
So
she's on some Harley Quinn shit, like that monk. That monk institution is secretly Arkham Asylum, because I don't know, he basically drugged her with some vervain.
Vampires and them needles,
I know,
just pull them out of nowhere.
Jesus, it's like you have to have some vervain on you in this show,
right?
You got to. But he drugs her and basically tells him to watch out, because like we said, she's a danger to herself and others.
Up the dose, because she could be dangerous to them, herself, and others.
And he's going to New Orleans. I don't know for what, but he says he's bringing her back a souvenir. I'm guessing he's going to go kill one of the originals.
But I mean, there's only two there, so I guess
it has to be Klaus.
And it can't be Elijah, because then he died, so he couldn't bring the souvenir back.
Yeah. I mean, and that was the end of the episode. So that's what I want to say. So my prediction on that whole the White Oak steak thing I mean, with the whole white oak tree, white oak state, whatever the hell that white stuff was. I'm probably gonna be wrong again. But what if when that white oak tree was destroyed, it had like some seeds to where you could grow another white oak tree?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it's
maybe that would go too far. Maybe that would be too convenient.
Like I said, I think they kind of, just liquefied the tree, really. But
the tree
in the first
right?
episode, Lucien was talking about splinters and stuff. So
I don't know. Like, that's a little too much if you're splinters, because that's a little too much. Splinters, really?
Well, before we go, I got a question. Which one are you looking forward to finding out the most about? What the hell this werewolf-looking thing in the originals is, or who is this shadow chick in the Vampire Diaries? That's what I want to know.
Man, that's a hard question. I'm leaning more towards this shadow werewolf thing, just because I like werewolves more than the vampires, and also the fact that
no, it doesn't matter no more. You're biased.
No, I was gonna say also because I really was hoping to see an original werewolf. I'm still hoping to see an original werewolf to this day. Okay. Because there has to be who was the first werewolf. Okay. But yeah, and he looks like trouble. He looks like he can maybe finally give somebody Klaus a run for his money.
I hope so.
Yeah, but overall I thought this episode was good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I give this episode a thumbs up.
I'll go ahead and give it a thumb and a half up. Cut my thumb off. So I'll get half of it. That Hayley massacre was A1. That Klaus and Hayley fight was, it was kind of A1. If Klaus had slapped the ass back, I would have been happy, but it didn't happen. But yeah, it was overall good. But yeah, sorry for this long ass video, but this has been the original season 3 episode 2.
And for more reviews on the originals or other TV shows, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button.
And we outie.
Deuces.